CRT Matt here, and today I am building the Iron Beast, the Halfling Iron Beast. Pretty amazing model. I love the Halflings, and we're just going to get right into it. So there's an upper deck and on the lower body of the Iron Beast where we're going to start. It's a kind of a tight fit with the glue. It makes it a little bit harder to stick in there and keep in there because of the slipperiness of the glue. But once you get in there nice and tight and hold it there for a few seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, it actually will stay in there. And this is the type of plastic that Mantic makes where you have to use a CA glue over a plastic glue. And CA works just fine with it. And we'll get it here eventually. There we go. Now that the body is nice and dry, we're going to add the weapon on top, the big gun, and the gunner's seat. Now, these are slotted, which is great. That way you know exactly where they go and you don't necessarily need instructions. But I would dry fit before you do anything, which is what I do for each one of these pieces. I make sure it fits properly before I start gluing it. The head has a neck piece, and I dry fit both of these things in first, and we'll put some CA glue in it. And some of these parts I had to use a spray accelerator just to make sure it sticks a little bit faster. I don't recommend the accelerator. If you can, hold on to it for the 15, 20 seconds or however long it takes, because the accelerator does weaken the glue a bit, but it actually works just fine if you do on some of the parts, especially ones that you're not going to really be picking up or touching or handling a lot. So the head's in there. Now we're going to test fit the legs, and that one fit just fine. We'll push that right in there. And he's really starting to take some shape. Make sure to cut off all the excess flash on the models. I usually cut them off as I see it, especially with larger models. Really, this model isn't really that hard to put together, but it is pretty awesome. And this back leg, I had a little bit of trouble with getting it to fit in there properly, but it's a very snug piece. So I'd say press firmly, but gently. Make sure it goes in all the way. I think that back left leg is the only one I had an issue with. Some of the pieces with this plastic, you have no choice but to trim a little piece off to make it fit all the way. They're designed very well. I do like them, even though you have to use a CA glue. I prefer the plastics that you can just plastic cement and you don't have to worry about it. But the CA glue works great with these models, and they stay together. And we'll put the back panel on. We dry fit, of course, making sure it goes the correct orientation, which only goes one way because of the slot and peg method that they have for these models. And we'll glue that back piece right in there. All that's left is a top gun piece and the side panels around the deck. And we're going to glue him onto the base itself. The base is a little wonky, I guess, with the heat and shipping and stuff like that, but it sits pretty flat. And they have slots on the bottom of all three legs that fit in the base perfectly, and it matched up and lined up very well. After a little bit of glue and holding it there for 20 seconds or 30 seconds, I don't know how long I held it there for, it is all on its base. And now we need to put the side panels on the deck. And these actually are slotted too. They only fit in one position, which is wonderful. It makes it so easy to put these models together. I really do like how they did this with this plastic. And of course, dry fit them all and make sure that it's a tight fit, make sure there's no gaps and where you don't want them. And there you have it. All the side panels and the upper decking are on. The Iron Beast is built. And now what's left is to put the figures on, the driver and the chef. I call him the chef. You'll see him in a second. He's actually got a frying pan in his hand. He's just really cool. Now this figure fits in very snug, and so snug when I was pressing it down, I lost the arm. So we'll have to reapply the arm on there, and we do. And the driver is on. Now for the chef or the captain or whatever you want to call him. Now there's slots in the decking for him to fit in perfectly, but I'm not going to glue him in so I can paint him. But that's all I've got. Ta-ta.